Hey guys, for today's video, I am drawing this giraffe in marker and colored pencil. It is the first time I've ever recorded a video like this. I had such a blast. I hope you guys have as much fun watching it as I had making it. Let's get into it. So my initial sketch lines I've already done. It came from a couple of reference photos, so there's no actual reference photo, but I will post those. I went with some Ohuhu markers, and I think I found a decent color combination that I'm going to use. My initial thoughts was when I sketched this out, I was going to um, do it kind of like normal colors, and then add on the spots, which um, are not actual giraffe spots, but on the spots there was going to be slight rainbow colors. So we'll see how that goes. If anything, it'll just look like a normal giraffe and marker and colored pencils. I used a Prismacolor Col-Erase to sketch it out. I love it. It erases beautifully when you don't press hard, but it does smudge around, which is a benefit when I'm doing it on purpose. But when I'm not doing it on purpose, it's kind of annoying. I'm probably going to regret putting so many lines down. And not like erasing it, because I don't want to erase it because I want to be able to see it. But I think I'm going to be brave and add a really wacky color like purple as an undertone. Well, it's not wacky because if you look at color theory, purple is supposed to tone down yellows and browns, I guess. And I was intending on making this digital, like take a picture of, I've already taken a picture of the sketch lines, and then I'm going to run it through either Procreate or Fresco. I'm thinking Fresco because I want it to be a vector so that I can make it any size. My only concern is that once I add this purple, then I try to add the lightest of the yellows, that it's not going to lift up enough, and I'm going to have to come in with white or something. But whatever, it's a sketch. Let's just have fun with it and go with it. I think I'm just gonna go crazy. No, don't go crazy. Too scared. No, just go with it. No, too scared. Okay, I'm gonna leave. No, I'm just gonna go with it. Who cares? This is just a sketch and it doesn't even matter. In hindsight, I probably should have picked a lighter purple. Who knows? Maybe it'll dry a little bit later. I was seeing someone had been talking about where if you put a lighter color on top of a darker marker color, that it will lift it up and you don't really have to worry about going too dark because the lighter color will kind of like lift up the base underneath of it. And today, I guess we're going to figure out if that's true. Yeah, I like how it's lightening up and you can see the lines underneath of it just fine. Okay, I was right about nothing, as usual. And I'm going to take this warm gray over the top of it and see how that lifts up, if it does. Oh, cool, yeah. Okay, so they were right. And I'm just scared for no reason, as usual. You know what? Let's be brave. as I'm shaking. I don't know if you can see that. I don't even know why it matters, but this is the first time that I'm recording while talking, and that in itself is kind of scary. But this is the best way I know to get color in relatively quickly and evenly. And who knows if it will look right or if it will just look a streaky, ugly mess. It's just a sketch. But anyway, my thought process on that was, if I'm going to come in and lift up that color anyway, then I might as well have a really cool background. And whatever doesn't come up, I guess I can always come back in with pencil. I'm not even sure if this is going to work. But here's hoping, huh? But I'm coming in with this base color of this Giraffe because it was supposed to be light. Like, I'll put it over here so you can see. It's just supposed to be a warm gray. It's one of the lightest markers that I have. There's a base. Looks crazy. Stay with me. So as crazy as this looks right now, I'm going to come in and start defining shadows and stuff, I think. I really like how the purple underneath, the pencil underneath is bringing out, making it look almost pink. If you can hear that in the background. That is my dog. I don't know if I'm going too dark with these. But like I said in the beginning, my initial plan was to come on top of these with like rainbowy colors. I love rainbow anything. Anytime that I can add rainbows to anything, I'm gonna add rainbows because it just makes everything better. I haven't really drawn too many giraffes before. Just like leopards. I absolutely love leopards. They are my favorite animal. But I don't draw them that much because the spots are so hard to get right sometimes, like dimensionally. It's really hard to make it look three-dimensional on paper when you're drawing something. For me, it is. But I've decided I love them so much. And this year is the year that I stop being afraid of everything. I'm going to draw everything, even if it looks bad. And it doesn't matter. Like, even if this turns out horrible, I will have learned something. What not to do. It could turn out awesome. It's probably going to turn out awesome. I can't really see the spots, so now I'm having to kind of make them up a little bit. Even if this turns out horribly, I will have learned what not to do. And I was already planning on doing this digitally. I just wanted a chance to play around with my markers and be adventurous with it. I seem to have, one of the problems I have is with color. I always pick the wrong colors for everything. My sister is a whiz at colors. She has such a great eye for color. It's just like drawing, I guess. You either have an innate knack or you have to learn it. So I'm doing my best to learn it. I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize that this had stopped recording. I'm still getting used to recording and talking. I'm going over this with a lighter color, that warm gray again, and to see if it will kind of lift it up. I want these nostrils defined and a little bit of the facial features defined. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it looks too crazy because I know that I will be able to come in with the colored pencils and lift a lot of stuff up. Not lift, I'm sorry. Use a base. The markers are the base, and the colored pencils will be the top layer. I don't know if you can tell, but I try to make some of these spots into hearts, and when I do it digitally, I'm really going to emphasize that because I wanted it to be like graphic designy, cutesy. Maybe even a good Valentine's Day design. I absolutely love this. This I thought was going to be a disaster once I started adding dark spots, but I'm really actually liking it. And one of the things that I've been hearing a lot lately with different artists all over the place, but the variation or the message is still the same. No matter how many different variations I hear of it, is essentially, even though it looks kind of wacky, or like you might not like it, or you think you don't like how it's going, something is going, just keep going with it anyway, until it looks like something that you can live with. And I definitely have to do that, because I get so stressed out about so many silly things, when the majority of the time it's fine. Like, this is fine. Even if it just turns out crappy, it's just a sketch. Who cares? Oh, you know what I'm thinking? I should add some yellows. I grabbed this yellow. I want to see how this looks right here. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I don't know. I never would have even thought about that. See? Brave Christina is onto something. Cool. Oh, wow. I've had these markers forever. Years and years. And I'm just now getting to the point where I don't worry about wasting them. And that's another cool thing. A lot of things that I get, I worry so much about wasting them that I don't use them, which is dumb. But then they dry up and they're no good to anybody. And it always makes me so sad, because I saved them for nothing. And I cannot think of a bigger crime, wasting them or ignoring them, and then they never got enjoyed or used. But the cool thing about these markers, I've had them for years, and they've been sitting in my closet. Or, not my closet. I have a little door on my on my desk. That's like a desk closet. I don't know. A cupboard. There we go. A desk closet. So stupid. Anyway, this looks crazy. But I'm okay with that. I have a vision in my head that I'm going for. I can see it. Isn't it funny how when you're trying to draw, you can see what you want in your head, but it is so hard to get that out on the paper. I have a problem with it. That's my dog. That girl snores like a man, a grown man, and it is so funny every time. Should I come in and try to lighten that up right there? I don't know if this will work. I'm not very experienced in this yet. I've only seen it done in the movies. Not in the movies, on YouTube videos. And somebody was saying that if you use the chisel tip rather than the brush tip, that it will lift it up better. We'll see. I'm not entirely worried about it though. I can come back in on top with colored pencils, and the colored pencils I know are going to show up beautifully. Which is another thing. Do I keep going dark and just hope that the colored pencils do their job on here? Because the colored pencils show up great when you have a darker color on the bottom. If that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm explaining anything very good. It's kind of hard to draw and talk. And this is just me trying to make sure it looks a little bit three-dimensional. I figure if there's a shadow on the sides, that it will show that it's like a rounded form, which I kind of need to work on the head a little bit more as far as shapes and shadows. It doesn't matter if it looks exactly like a giraffe. This is just a sketch, she said for the 4,000th time. Isn't that one of the coolest things that you've seen or that you can think of as far as like, you would not think that alcohol markers can blend so beautifully. Like when I remember doing markers when I was a kid, I don't even know if you guys remember those little stamp markers where you like stamped and it was like a smiley face or a heart or a star or something like that. Or like Crayola. Look at that little heart. So cute. This is just coming to life. I love it. I have different camera settings that I use. Like, so lighting, you need different camera setting for like a graphite drawing versus color. On the graphite, if I try to use the same one that I use the color, then it does not have a high enough contrast where you can actually see what I'm doing. Perhaps come in a little bit more right there. I wonder if giraffes all have the same markings. I'll have to look into that. Oh, I didn't come in with the blue at all. I should fix that. Let me come in. Some shadow areas. I don't know about that. I might have messed up there. Or not. That looks kind of cool. Oh yeah, like that. Okay. Cool. Ooh. I like that. Obviously, don't overdo it everywhere. Which means I'm probably going to overdo it. That's cool. Cool. I keep losing his little smile. You know what was so cute about it? His nose looks a little, but what are you going to do? I can't go back and change it now. All I can do is come back up on top of these and try to fix it like that. Somehow his nose, or his muzzle, or whatever you would like to call it, turned out a little more square and like flat instead of elongated. It's just a sketch. And I need to calm down. And just enjoy the ride. I had the eyelashes going this way, but I think they need to be going like this. Just like these need to be going like that. I don't know where this came from, but it is just cracking me up now. Look at this sass. Oh, they have little bottom eyelashes. Ah, you know what I forgot? Oh, you know what I really like? And like, if you notice the color between that pink and the yellow and the pink and the purple right here, that's all doing some interesting stuff. I think I'm gonna leave that alone. I really like how that's happening there. Okay, so I stopped recording with my freaking microphone and now it's fixed, but um, hopefully it's not awful when I go back and edit it. I've been kind of wanting to try um, talking and recording and myself drawing at the same time for a while now. Um, it's really hard to do a voiceover when you're don't really remember what because you don't I never edit the videos like right when I've drawn them. You know what I mean? Like I don't like draw and then come in and start editing the same day. That would be exhausting. Like maybe some people can do it. I don't know. But what I do is I draw and then like I pick another day where I edit. And usually that's like a marathon. I come in and it takes forever. Another day I might come in and do a voiceover. And then another day do a thumbnail. There's so many so many parts of the process to get a YouTube video made. I love it. I think it's really cool, but it is labor intensive. Look at that little chin. It's like a little stoner maybe. It looks like a little shaggy stoner. I don't know if this video is ever going to see the light of day with my commentary, but I can tell you that this is my new favorite thing ever. I think I'm going to be doing so much of this. This is turning out so freaking cool. Oh my god. I don't know why I worried. I worry about things all the time. And then, like, look at this. Like, is it perfect? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, there's something weird going on here. I'm not going to stress out about it because I can't change it at this point. But I have learned that I like these, like, expressive pencil marks. They don't have to be beautifully blended in. Look at his little face. I wish I wouldn't have messed with it that much. Now it kind of looks like he's eating his own goatee. I guess now would be the time to start adding rainbowy colors onto the spots, at least. That is so funny. I'll have to insert a picture of how it kind of like played with it on my Procreate on iPad. What I did is I came in with color and tried to like overlay some rainbowy colors. And it was kind of looking a little Lisa Frank, which not a bad thing. I'm into that. I'm kind of digging this. How will orange look? So cute. And then like I did that with the lines, like just put lines instead of actual shading. Because you're not going to get a smooth blend on this paper. It's Ohuhu mixed media paper. And you're not going to get a smooth blend with, not with Prismacolor. Like maybe if I went on top of it with Faber Castells, they hold just enough of a point sharp enough. But I was worried that they wouldn't look so great on top of markers. I haven't played with that with the Faber Castells on top of marker yet. And I know that they're not always as opaque as I'd like. Prismacolor is pretty opaque. Oh, you know what? I forgot to add green. Oh, just look at that. really wish that I could be more brave about a lot of things art related. I always get worried that people are gonna think it's stupid. And then I post something like been posting these teddy bears, the colorful teddy bears. And I think they're adorable. I love teddy bears. I love drawing them. I love knitting them and crocheting them. I love collecting them. I've been collecting them for so long. But I always worry what people are going to think, which is stupid because who cares? I look at this and that makes me happy. That's all that matters, right? It doesn't matter if anybody else doesn't like it, because I think it's awesome as heck. Except for that color. What the heck was that? Just contradicting myself every time I start talking. Oh, yep. That's it. I guess my point is when you relax a little bit and do new things, stuff ends up really cool. And you end up finding new stuff that you didn't even know that you'd like. Like, who would have thought I'd like something like this? Who would have thought I would make something like this? I didn't. I would never think this. I could make something like this cool. There's several people who I follow that they do such insanely cool things with color that I'm just like, oh wow, who would have thought that? This does not look good on my phone. I'm recording on my camera and on my phone at the same time because they both have different aspect ratios. Like like your phone is recording like this. My camera is recording like this. So this is great for like YouTube and whatnot. And then this is good for like social media. I don't know if I'll even post the sound. I don't know if you guys want to hear my thoughts process. Oh, you know what? If I did it like the shape, like what is that called? Contour hatching? If I did it like contour hatching, then you could see. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I think this also might be quicker than I've ever gone. Because I'm trying to hurry up and condense it so that it's not an hour-long video. Because I can't post an hour-long video. My internet would croak. Have a heart attack. I know I should come in with the white and try to lighten that up a little bit. Like a rim light almost. That's another thing I'm working on is lighting. I don't usually do so good with lighting. And then we'll just kind of come in like this and show that some of the hair is lit. I think we are coming close to the end here. I want to keep it fun and expressive. I'm over the moon. I love it so much. I could not be happier. This is like the perfect sign for me to get out of my own head and just really start enjoying the process and playing around with things that I wouldn't normally play with. I just keep laughing because it's like, who the heck would have thought of this? I cannot believe this came off of my drawing board. All this color explosion is just making me so happy. I don't know. Maybe I'll end up hating it later, but I'm not going to stress about it. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. I don't know if it was helpful at all, but if there's one thing you should take away from this video, it's just to have fun with whatever you're doing. Don't worry about it. It's a sketchbook. You can always do it again. and you never know what might come out of it. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye.